quick question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Now, deep breath. What should you do if you fail an ACCA exam? This is the question that I get after results day. You see it on LinkedIn, people post about, the score they got, the thank yous, but there are a lot of students out there. And as you know, Rizwan, from teaching PM, FM, APM, the PM and APM exam has a pass
Yeah.
rate of about 35 to 40%. So talk us through, Rizwan. What should a student do if they were to sadly fail their ACCA exam, and how to come back stronger?
Right. A very nice question. And thankfully, you just specified very clearly by mentioning PM and APM, because these two papers, definitely anybody who teaches this entire stream, they know the pain, right, their students go through. So, uh, yeah, first of all, James, as I said earlier, it's a professional examination. So students should keep this in their mind that maybe they can flunk, they can fail the examination. I'm not saying that you should do, or it should be your aim, but you should be mentally ready for it, because sometimes with your work life, things like that, you might not be able to focus on it. Now, once you have failed, for example, and obviously we just saw the result this time as well. Uh, there were so many students. You receive messages, we receive messages here. They need the guidance. So one thing I always say to the students is that once you have failed the paper, I will repeat my same point. First of all, you have to realize where things went wrong. That realization is key. And I always say, I don't know whether people take this seriously or not. You have to sit with yourself, okay, for 2, 3, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes, right? Alone in isolation with no WhatsApp, no Instagram, nothing, okay? Not replying to anyone. Just think what went wrong. Obviously, ACCA has a very thorough process of examination and checking the papers. Definitely, there is some lacking in you. That is where, that is why you were not able to pass. Now, the key issues why students fail, I just want to mention certain key things that I have experienced in these 17 years teaching these students around the globe, is that number one, uh, time management. Yeah, people are really weak in time management. And thanks to ACCA, the way they now give exam review report to the students and they send us. And James, you must have seen that. We also see this. It is clearly mentioned right at the top where they have given you time management distribution, right, in terms of percentage. It clearly shows that students are lacking in terms of time management. And the reason for that is we are not practicing considering the time bounding we have. We should practice keeping in mind that I have, for example, 1.8 minutes per mark. Okay, if I take this as a standard, so a skilled student in solving one section B question should take 18 minutes, right? 36 minutes for a CRQ. Students, you should practice according to the time limits and see how can we expect a good time management on that day of pressure when everything negative is coming in our head. You have to do the rehearsals again before that. Keep a timer in front of you, set the time. At Wi-Fi, we have certain sections by the name of test yourself. Okay, and i I give a simple message to my student. These sections are time-based practice sessions for you people. So what you guys do, you practice time-based, you will improve in terms of time management, and that is one of the reasons for the failure, a major reason. So work on mocks, practice time-based, you will improve that. Secondly, I did mention earlier as well, I have to go back to that point. People leave things, they don't cover things completely. Please don't do this. ACCA will ask things that are part of the syllabus. You cannot do a question spotting, I would say. No, this will come, this will not come. You cannot pick up the topics. And generally, what I've seen, James, what people do, a topic that they don't like much, they are like, this will not come, man. This will not be tested. I don't know whether it came in their dreams or not. And sometimes, because of the short of time, James, what they do, they send me a message just 10 days before. Sir, now I'm left with these 10 days. Now you tell me which topic should I focus on. Now, what should I say? If I say, okay, focus on 5 and leave 3, then ultimately if something came from those 3, so they come back to, you said it and because of you it happened. So my message is, my friends, complete the entire syllabus. Don't leave things, because this also becomes a major reason for failure. Then, something specific to skill and professional students. Skill students, you need a good set of knowledge and expertise as well. Because you're dealing with section A, section B, section C. These 3 require 3 different skill sets. Okay. Section A, 15, as an example of PM I can take, 15 OTs, isolated OTs. These are the OTs, my friends. Those require concepts to be right and just have to apply the knowledge and solve there. And one thing, fill in the blank questions where rounding off is a major issue. Rounding off is a major issue. So do learn those things. Section B students appearing for section B questions. Remember that 5 OTs are connected with the scenario. You cannot treat these 5 isolated as you did in section A. You have to have a good grip over the scenario, read it properly so that you can relate those with the scenario, those 5 OTs. CRQ is a different world, man. The word itself makes it clear. Constructed response questions, right? You construct your responses. So for that, you have to use spreadsheet. You have to type the answers on word processor. The more you use ACCA platform, it's beautiful, man. Use ACCA platform. It's a very good platform you have. There are past papers, there are updated past papers there. So practice on platform. That will not only help you in time management, but will give you the confidence of using the software on the day of examination. Because you must be, accustomed to the software when you go into the examination. So what I think is, again, I want to just bring key things in front of you people. As I said, time management is what you should improve. Time-based practice is very key for you people. You should make sure that you do time-based practice. Secondly, again, conceptually cover each and everything. Don't just guess, okay, this will come, this will not come. And neither put your teachers in a position where they have to pick and choose the topic for you people, right? And third, as I said, practice on CBE platform is very key. One thing for learning perspective, James, you will agree with me, is examiner report. Oh, I love examiner reports, to be honest. Because, students have no opportunity to talk to the examiner. Yeah, everybody will agree with me, right? I always say to my students, see, these exam reports are not only meant or written for the tutors. These are written for the students as well. I think more for the students, I should say. Examiner is talking to you. Now, if one fine morning someone says, hello, James, you are the examiner. And James say, okay, come on, I'm the examiner, ask questions in front of me, whatever you want to ask. There will be thousand students will connect on Zoom to talk to the examiner. This report is examiner for you. So yes, read examiner reports. You will learn a lot from it. What your friends have done wrong in the past, you should not repeat it. Make sure you read recent examiner reports so that you do get the understanding what went wrong. And last is technical articles. There are 2 types of articles I can summarize. One is topic-based articles. Okay, if you are weak in a certain topic, go and read the article, that's fine. But there are certain general articles that give you the tips, how to pass, tricks. Those are the articles that students should read and definitely take benefit from those, because those again are helpful, and considering what people have done wrong in the past, those are written from that perspective. So I think these are the key things any student should do who have failed in any of their attempts. and I'm sure this will help them to pass.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Rizwan, on there. Absolutely stellar tips. And it's all flooding back from my days of sadly failing the advanced taxation exam and sadly failing the advanced audit assurance exam. But as you said, reflecting on, I mean, when I did mine, we never knew sort of how you got on different sections, how you got on with your timing. So you had to mentally go back and just say to yourself, how did it go on the exam day? What went right? What went wrong? And then utilize, you can find it on your My ACCA, see how you got on in the timings. It breaks down the syllabus areas. And then the only other thing I'd add to that was I used to write down the fail number on a piece
Oh,
of paper and put it on my wall as well. So when I came in from work and I'm just tired and I really didn't want to do any studying, I just looked at that number and I just went, no, not again. So anything like that, guys, put it into practice. I know it sounds silly, but then people who'd come into your house or your flat would go, why is there a 43 on your wall? And, oh no, I've got to tell them now that I failed the exam. That's absolutely fantastic on there, Iswan, and some super top tips that students can practically put in to their revision plans. I can't advocate enough. External examiners reports, technical articles, CBE platform, and just working out where your weak areas are, and it's all based on you. So fantastic tips on there for if you've sadly failed an ACCA exam, and then what to do to come back to get that pass for it.